Say, bro, the Cleveland Browns need to trade Odell Beckham Jr. Before we get into this video, everybody go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you can receive a notification every single time we post a video. Welcome to Sports R Us. And the Cleveland Browns last night played against the Denver Broncos, where Odell Beckham had 2 receptions for 23 yards with no touchdowns. He currently has no touchdowns on the season, and he only has 16 receptions. Now, there's been this debate about his relationship with Baker Mayfield as it pertains to being on the field. It doesn't seem as if he's trying to get the ball to Odell Beckham Jr., trying to ingratiate him into the actual system and into what they're trying to do. And right now, his numbers look terrible. You know, he only had 16 receptions, 226 yards, no touchdowns on the season. And he's an elite wide receiver. And at this point, if you're looking at this season, you can almost make the case that he's not elite anymore if you're just looking at numbers. But we know that to not be true. We know that Odell Beckham Jr. is an elite wide receiver, but I feel like he needs a great situation to play on. I feel like, you know, what Stephen A. Smith was saying about a week ago, that Odell Beckham Jr. needs to go to, he needs to be traded to the Green Bay Packers. I would also take him going to the Los Angeles Rams. That would be a good look for him as well. But I feel he needs a change of scenery. I feel like it's not working in Cleveland. It's not working with Baker Mayfield. And before all of his potential and all of his skills go away, he needs to be able to be on a team that he can be comfortable, that he can know that he's going to get the ball and that they're going to utilize him in the right way. And I feel that that's not going to happen in Cleveland. So before this trade deadline comes up, before this trade deadline passes, I believe that Odell Beckham Jr. needs to be traded. He needs to get away from Cleveland. I would even take him in New Orleans. I would take him with the Saints because they need a wide receiver right now, currently with Michael Thomas still being out. So they need to make a trade, get this man off this team, give him another opportunity somewhere else so that he can flourish and be able to do what he needs to do on another team and get way more than 2 receptions, way more than 5 receptions on a day. This type of player should be received. He should be targeted at least 10 times and should have at least 8 receptions on a day. At least 8 receptions on a day with no problem. And he should have anywhere between 70 to 100 yards a day with at least 1 to 2 touchdowns. That's what type of player he is. And right now, currently, I know he's going through a few things. He had a stinger yesterday, you know, some things with his shoulder and all that type of stuff like that. Still recovering, still doing some things, still getting his body back into form. But I feel like he's good enough to get more than 2 receptions on a day and 23 yards. I mean, cornerbacks are on him, but they're not on him like that to where he can't have more yards. So I feel like Odell Beckham Jr. needs a new change of scenery, a new start with a new quarterback that's going to get him the ball and that's going to provide him with the receptions and the targets that he needs in order to flourish in this league. So everybody go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you can receive a notification every single time I post a video. Let me know what y'all think about Odell Beckham Jr. Do you think that he's elite? And do you think that he needs to go to another team? Or do you just think that it's over? This has been Sports R Us. I appreciate y'all.